coordinator and coach, Grant Peer, along with his student captains, Makai Stallworth and Colin Inocencio. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thanks.
So I think we should first explain to our viewers what is esports. Anyone want to take that?
It stands for electronic sports. It's basically just playing video games competitively. Like, you can play for money, you can play against pros. There are literally pros that play. They're on teams that pay them like salaries. Like, you sign contracts. You only have to be like 15 to get a contract. So it's just video games competitively.
Yeah, I've seen stadiums filled with people watching esports competitors.
Mm-hmm.
It's big business too.
Yeah.
How long has Northwest had an esports team?
So our esports team has been going for approximately 3 weeks now, and we've just broke 50 students on our team. So we're now the largest club at Northwest. That's pretty big, just starting. So we're hoping to grow, which we are every day, getting new members. So it's pretty sweet in that aspect. So.
Do you compete online or do you compete locally against other?
So we have a lot of different members on PC, PS4, and Xbox, so multiple different platforms along with the different games. So it is online. We practice from home right now. We're trying to get an in-game studio.
And that would include having an audience and fans?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And do people actually cheer and
Not so much during the games, because a lot of times, in a lot of games you have to sound hard, which is basically you just wear your headphones, you have to listen like hard. So if they're cheering in the game, then you can't really hear that well. So they usually will cheer after, like maybe if you get a kill, they'll cheer, stuff like that. Like in tournaments that I've seen, it's usually quiet during the games, and then somebody will kill somebody else in Fortnite, and then people will cheer a little bit, like clap a little bit, and then stop.
Okay, and that's not killing people in real life.
Right, just a game.
So Grant, how do you coach esports?
Yeah. So our students have 8 different games that they play, and I coordinate with them practices and have them record their games, and I analyze the game with their captains and tell them areas they can improve, and try to give them suggestions on what they could be doing differently, strategy-wise or setting-wise in their games.
All right, so Colin, you're an expert on which game?
Black Ops 4, and then I play Apex Legends as well.
Okay, and how long have you been playing this game?
Black Ops 4 just recently came out within the last year, so as soon as it came out, and Apex as well as just within the last year.
And this before there was an esports team, you were just doing this at home?
Yeah, we were just doing it as friends, messing around after school.
And it's really time consuming. I've heard that some of these esports competitors, they don't eat, they pass out because they forget to eat, or they can't take a break to eat.
Yep.
Is that the case?
I've put in over 5,000 hours on just Apex Legends alone, which isn't even my primary game. So.
And does your family, do you feel now that they, all those years of them yelling at you to get off the console is paying off?
Didn't really set in right away until they realized the sponsorship that we have to go through to get everything and how serious it actually is. Because there's scholarships that we receive from HSEL, which is the high school sports, so it's pretty, there's a lot of sponsorship opportunities.
So you can make money in high school playing esports?
Correct. We can stream on Twitch, which we actually have a Twitch, NWHS Esports. And we stream on there, usually our practices, which Monday through Friday are different games.
And Makai, what's your sport?
I play Fortnite, and like I've actually made money on Fortnite before, because there's this website where you can play competitively against people and you can wager money. You can play tournaments for money, and my earnings on there are like $370 something, I think, last time I checked. I haven't played in a minute because there's actually a tournament going on right now. It's the Fortnite World Cup, and they're giving away, I think it was $40 million in prizes.
What?
$40 million in prizes, yeah. And it ends in New York, like the final tournament is in New York, and they're having 10 weeks of qualifiers where you have to play, you can either play solo or duos, and you just play, you try to qualify, and the qualifiers, they get $5,000 each.
And you decided to be on our show instead of being the tournament?
The tournaments, the qualifiers are only on the weekends, like Saturday and Sunday. Those are when the qualifiers are. So I'm actually going to be playing in this one, and hopefully I get some money.
Now, having 50 students in the club, are you competitive amongst each other? Do you have to like jockey for a position to be able to go on and compete against people outside of the club?
Many of us have different in-game roles. So I know for my game, you have to select a different character, and you have a different role in-game. So we don't really have to compete against each other in the aspect of that. But in some games, we do compete just to see who's better.
Well, with Fortnite, I've heard people have tried to teach me Fortnite, and I've resisted because I've heard it can be a real time.
It's addictive.
Yeah, addictive.
Yeah.
So is that the secret then to be good at Fortnite?
It's not really, you can't really practice, you can't really like try to be better. The more you play, the better you'll get. It's just as simple as that.
And how long have you been at it?
It came out September 2017, and I've been on since October 2017. So, like a year and a half.
Are there levels in Fortnite?
Yeah, there's actually a different, there's been 9 seasons, and every season you can level your character up. And yesterday, the new season started, and last season I got level 100. I've gotten level 100 every single season, which is the max level. And so you just try to get your level up. Mostly you just play for the win, and your level goes up as you play.
And this could turn into, for really good players, a career.
Yeah.
Is that your hope?
Hopefully.
Skip college?
I wish.
Do colleges have esports?
A lot of colleges offer this ESports as part of a scholarship through them. So you'll play on their esports. Western Michigan has a really good team as of now. And they pay for your college to go play for them.
Really? There's scholarships for esports?
Yep.
Robert Morris has $19,000 per semester in scholarship. That's the big one. And I was a part of Western's early, where they started talking about funding and scholarship offers, and they're pretty large. They're substantial, and every little bit helps.
And being in esports in college, then are you in some sort of a education path that has to do with programming or gaming or something affiliated with these games?
It doesn't have to apply to that, but most of the time it does.
And how do you make money? You've got money from winning. You've got money from sponsors.
We do a lot of streaming on Twitch, and that can bring in, you get sponsors through there as well. So you post your sponsors, endorse them, and people watch, and the more viewers that you get, the more you get paid.
Are there influencers in the sport where you are able to, by having a lot of people supporting or following you?
Yes, so on YouTube, if you gain a certain amount of subscribers, you can start getting paid, and the more views that you get, the more ad revenue that you get, and the more that you'll get paid. So if you have a higher following, then you can get paid. And also if you have 1,000 subscribers or followers on any platform, you can apply for what's called a creator code in Fortnite, where there's cosmetics in game that you can purchase, and if you use another person's creator code, then they get 5% of whatever you spent.
Awesome. All right, so you're the king of Apex Legends, right?
Yep.
King of Fortnite, and king of all these.
Yeah, jack of all trades. Yep.
Well, great to hear about this new club at Northwest, and keep in touch. We'll be anxious to follow your progress.
Yeah.
And are you going to compete this weekend?
Yes.
Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. All ready for Mother's Day?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you forget, right?
I'll just leave her card on the table.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's something.
Yes.
Great to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
The team captain and esports coordinator and coach is Grant Peer. You're the coach and coordinator. The team captains are Colin Inocencio and Makai Stallworth. Well, up next.